What's up, guys? Average Kiwi Guy here. How y'all doing? So it's been a while. Sorry about that. Life happens. Stuff I had to take care of. Unfortunately, the channel had to take a back seat to that. I'm sorry. But I figured I might as well make a bit of a comeback. Come back and get back into it a little bit more. Haven't got more free time coming up, so definitely be able to catch back up on a few things. Might do some sort of catch up videos on stuff that I missed, big stuff that hasn't come out yet and things like that. I'll have a look through and stuff, but figured a good sort of comebacks thing is the 5.1 patch trailer for Final Fantasy XIV. Y'all know it's one of my favorite games. I've thousands of hours into it. It's a fantastic MMO. If you guys are thinking about playing it, definitely check it out. It's really, really good. The 5.1, that's bringing in the near crossover raid 24. The big Alliance 24-man raid, which I'm super excited for. I want to see that gear. That gear looks really, really cool. The bits and pieces that we've seen look awesome. So I'm eager to check this trailer out. I have not seen it yet. I actually haven't seen anything really from the most current letter from the producer. But I'll give that a quick glance over and then we'll have a bit of a chat about it. But yeah, let's check this out and have a look. 3, 2, 1, go. That's cool. Oh, look at him. I think the scale is going to be awesome in this raid. The music. Holy shit. Oh.
On the far shore of the source, there stands a great palace built by the elves. It was forsaken in the wake of the flood, but a certain Numo chose to make their home there soon after.
Ooh.
It is said that none in all of Norvrand is more knowledgeable than they on matters of the soul.
Cool. So we're getting more into the lore of the source like that. Ooh. Oh, the creepy kid's back. Interesting.
Everything we told you of the source, the shards, the 7 umbral calamities, all of it is true.
Okay. Cool.
Were it not for their heroism, the skies over Norvrand would still be awash with light.
Few mechanics that look,
the realm yet to the mercy of 4-3 and the Sin Eaters.
That dropping one got me at the start, eh? That was like that Hades stuff. So I'm guessing that's Hades Extreme. Super Saiyan!
We must accept the reality of our circumstances. We must move forward.
Talos?
Instead of saving your friends.
Oh, I want that floating sword, man. I want that floating sword.
You're willing to take that chance?
Whoa. That looks sick.
Given your expertise, you must surely have noted the peculiar nature of their swords.
Oh, okay. Okay. Crawl action going in. From Shadow Hunter. Do we get mech stuff? This music is sick, man. Hell yes.
I'm still not sure what I think of this gift of yours.
Oh, yes. Some Estinian action, hell yeah. And we're getting some Empire stuff too. Okay. Nice. I'm so excited, man. 29th. Hell yes. Please, please, please. You know the music's gonna be hype. Oh. Frickin' ultimate. It's this is Alexander Ultimate. Something I will never do. I gotta say, like, the music through that whole trailer was super hype. I loved that sort of that. I'm trying to think if that was like a kind of a near like infusion with Final Fantasy. But I mean, Final Fantasy music, like 14 music, is always great. It's always amazing. Like best music out of all MMOs, to be honest with you. I love it to bits. So definitely that like that first part was the new MSQ dungeon, which looks really really cool. Sort of going into like elves created it. I mean, remember that's the Elzen for us back in the source. In the first is they're called elves. Um, it looks like a sort of I don't know like maybe a new version of Hockey Manor in a way. Like it's got that sort of big like corridor manor type look to it. There's like it showed you know you're out in the grounds and stuff, and then they're sort of in this ballroom and there's all these ghosts dancing around and stuff. So I mean it's not Hockey Manor, know what I mean, but it's sort of like that sort of aesthetic in a way. Like it's a fancy house, if you want to mean. That's sort of a manor in a way. So that looks kind of cool. I like that a lot. Then I think they sort of go into a little bit of the beast tribes, because obviously we're getting the fairies, so they're going to be the first beast tribe for us for Shadowbringers. I like beast tribes. Beast tribes is always like the first thing I do when I log in. I go and do it. It's kind of a way of sort of slowly leveling up a class without having to really focus in on it. I like it. It's a good like sort of XP sort of thing that I quite like. I don't have to think about it, so that's cool. They sort of gave us a little bit of Ishgard, the for the crafters and stuff, because the sort of the rejuvenation of Ishgard, whatever that's called. It's basically what we're going to be doing to similar to what we did with the Enclave for Stormblood. So that's kind of cool. I'm interested to see how they sort of incorporate all that, and how when I go to Ishgard, do things change and stuff. I'm very interested to see how that all plays out, and how they implement all that. They definitely showed off more of Extreme Hades. They showed us well, at least they showed the Hades fight, but it's definitely looks like Extreme Hades. I love the Hades fight. Hades is one of my favorite trials, to be honest with you now. The music is so hype. I love it to bits. It's super cool. So I'm excited for that. I don't know about you guys, but personally, I'm not a fan of the new extreme mounts. Just personally, I don't know why. Just it's I'm not as hyped to collect them as what I was for all the others. Yeah, just I don't know. I mean, I'd do it just for the fight, like, but I'm not as like gun ho about getting in there and grinding for the mount, just because I'm not excited about the mount. Maybe I don't know. I think overall, like, I'm really excited for more story stuff, like to really sort of get to explore more of the lore of the first, like to really get in there and like, because now that the world's not ending, we can maybe actually sort of stop and smell the roses a little bit more, and see what's going on and like how everything plays out. And then obviously how they tie the sort of the near stuff into it all. I'm actually really excited about that. We sort of get this look of a sort of 2B lookalike girl who's obviously going to be sort of maybe the sort of the main person we follow through the 24-man raids with. Which she looks cool. Hopefully we get some of that gear. I want that floating sword. I want that floating sword on my back. That's what I want. I want that. I saw her get into a mech suit too. I want that as a mount. I would love that as a mount. Imagine you know, you summon that mount, you get into it, and it like forms around you, and then you can go off. That would be absolutely sick. I want that like now. I want that now. That would be absolutely amazing. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but it'd be pretty cool. I'm sure if it's a thing, you guys will be yelling at me, so I'll sure I'll hear about it. Just for those who don't know, I haven't really gone and checked out all the stuff from the letters of the producer. I've actually missed a couple of the letters over the past sort of few months. I just like I said, I've not been able to really get into everything for a little while, so I've sort of been out of the loop. So getting back into it here. But what I'm excited for, I think, for the near raid is the scale of everything, because of adding that near sort of factor into it, having these giant monsters like robotic monsters and stuff. I mean, we've obviously had that with Alexander, but to be able to sort of show that off a lot more in a sort of that sort of near automatic, well, near sort of style, I think it's going to be pretty cool. The fight looks cool. Fight looks sick. I'm excited about that. We got some glimpses of some old friends sort of going around. We saw Gaius. Gaius seems to be sort of continuing on his fight with the Empire while we're away. At least that's kind of what's going on. Estinian looking badass as hell. You know, there's sort of the glowing lance and everything. There's some new showing off some new dragoon moves and stuff like that. Looks pretty sick. Anytime Estinian's in the story, it's a good thing. It's always a good thing. So don't worry about that. So we'll see how that goes. We sort of catch a glimpse of Nero. Sort of like got this ominous dark glow around him. I don't know. Maybe because the Asian was in his body, maybe he got a little bit of Asian power now. We don't know. But they do have to start sort of dropping hints towards where the next expansion's going. I mean, we won't really get the real hints till probably 5.3, probably. But I think we kind of all understand the Empire is still there, and they're still kind of chomping at the bit to come after us, especially with Nero now. Like Nero kind of took the throne and is eagerly waiting our return to come back and have his next shot at us, because he just loves fighting us. We're his best friend now, so you know he just misses us and wants to have another showdown. So that we'll definitely see more of that, I think, as the patches go on, and we'll probably catch glimpses here and there of it. So that's cool. But yeah. Then kind of finishes up badass looking duo with the 2B looking girl, and us looking badass as the Warrior of Darkness. And then obviously right at the end we catch a glimpse of Alexander Ultimate. I don't do ultimates. I'm not that good a player. I am nowhere near that good a player, and I would never ask a group to try and handle my just bad play. I could never handle it, so I would never put someone through that. So nah, I'll leave that to the experts. They can do that. All the guys that love to just continuously wipe constantly, but that's what they love doing, and I got mad respect for those who do it. So it looks pretty cool. Looks like giant robots and stuff like Alexander, and just I think it looks pretty cool. I'm at the one thing I'm probably excited to see from that is how cool the weapons look, because the ultimate fights, the weapons always look pretty sick. So it'll be cool to see what those look like. And yeah, I mean, I've got a list of the stuff that's coming for the patch. Obviously you got the new MSQ quests, new beast tribe, which is the fairies. They sort of I think I saw some pictures of what the area looks like, and it's almost like a playground, which is kind of cool. Which, I mean, I understand, because I think fairies are weren't they kids? Kids that died and stuff, and they became fae folk. I think that's what it was. Yeah. So that's a thing. New dungeon, which we saw. the new extreme trial, which we saw, the new ultimate raid, which is what we saw at the end there. The job adjustments, caught a few things. Ninja's getting a big change by the looks of it. Bard's getting some buffs back, which is really cool. Like, as a Bard main, like, I leveled my Bard through the main story of Shadowbringers, and I kind of moved on from it because I wasn't fully satisfied with it just personally. Apex era felt a little bit disappointing to me. It's great when a group like a big pack of groups there, like for AoE and stuff, but when you're just versing a boss, it's like just one shot and it's kind of okay. You just use it when it fills up. Like, it was a little bit disappointing, just to me personally. I don't know if that's for everyone. But I'm glad we're getting buffs back. It's not quite as potent as what the ones in 4.0 were. I think they're knocking it back a little bit of the damage as well, to allow for that, like, you have more synergy, but you're not quite as like hard hitting as what a machinist would be. So that's kind of how they're going with that. But I'm glad they're doing that. Very glad they're doing that. And then I think it's just general adjustments for everyone, for all the others as well. I think Samurai is getting a reasonable big change. Summoner as well, I think, is getting some adjustments and stuff. So we'll see how they all go. The cap increase for Blue Mage. I'm not a Blue Mage. I've dabbled, never really gotten into it. I know a few who are absolutely mad on it. They call themselves Blue Mage mains. They're very sad people. But they get to go up to 60 now, so that's a thing. So that they're sort of increasing the new skills and stuff. I think Thoradin's going to be part of it as well, so that's going to be a thing. New PvP stuff. I don't really play PvP all that much. The new Crafter and Gatherer updates, and then the Ishgard restoration, which will be 2 weeks after 5.1. So it's going to be like a sort of, all the main stuff comes in, and then the restoration will be after that. So kind of, they've done that a few times now, similar to that, just so not everything doesn't get dumped in on the one update. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of just a brief overview, sort of like kind of what we saw in the trailer, and then, you know, there's sort of a brief sort of go over what they sort of discussed at the letter from the producer. I'm gonna sort of really get into the nitty gritty of that letter producer, just sort of see what's going on in that. I know there's a lot more stuff, like new gates for the gold saucer and stuff, all that thing, but I might end up doing a video just like more detailed, you know, more deeper on the thoughts of that stuff. But yeah, this is more me just getting back into the flow of everything, getting back used to making videos again. Sorry if it seems a little bit, you know, like I'm a little bit rusty. It's been a while. It's been a while. Sorry about that. Just real life. Unfortunately, I had to put the channel on the back burner just for a little bit. But looks like I will be able to start getting back into it more and more. Because I mean, I love doing this. I love doing this. And big thank you to all you guys who have stuck around. I think the sub count has stayed the same. Like, it's still, I think it's gone up like little bits. You know, obviously with no new videos and stuff, like, it slows down. But like, just that you guys stuck around with me, you know, hung out. I mean, a lot of you guys have like just sent me sort of like DMs like, hey, like, are you still a thing? Are you still doing stuff? And I'm like, yeah, I'm still here. It's just, you know, I had to have a bit of a break for a while. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I really am. But yeah, real life kind of sucks sometimes. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, hopefully I'll get back into it. I will definitely have a look at, like, I know like the new like WoW animations and stuff came out. We had some new League of Legends stuff come out this week as well. So I'll definitely look through all that stuff too. And if I get time, I'll go back and have a look at all that new stuff. Also do like sort of a retrospect sort of thing, stuff I missed. That, you know, people have been kind of eager to see my things on, my opinions on. I haven't like watched any of that stuff either. I just haven't had time, like, which has been really sad. Like, I've been seeing stuff like, you know, everyone's super excited on, you know, Twitter and stuff, and like I haven't really been able to get into it. So But yeah, no, it'd be cool to get back into it all. But yeah, like I said, big thank you to y'all. Really appreciate it. Hopefully, like I said, we'll be back in. Um, if you are interested, if you are new here and you are interested, have a look through the channel. A lot of it, I guess, would be a lot old, like a few months old now, I guess. But I am back. Hopefully. So if you are interested, hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. We are still a growing channel, hopefully. Um, we mainly do gaming stuff. We mainly check everything, so check out this new trailers and things like that. I'm a big into Final Fantasy XIV, and then plenty of other stuff too. Plenty of other stuff. Monster Hunter. We got a whole bunch of new games coming out like over the next month or two. We got Death Stranding and all that. So I'll probably have like my what the heck is going on video for Death Stranding. But yeah. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace. Bye.